Hello! Right. This is my 100th broadcast. I've got a congratulations, this is your 100th broadcast. It doesn't feel like it. Might do for you lot, it might feel like it's been millions. Because you get bored of them or whatever. I'm trying to make them as exciting as possible. You know. There's lots of people who do these sorts of things and just sit there and go, hello, here's what you do. Morning, Paul. Nice to see you again. Haha. Right. I hope you're enjoying. I hope you're working outside today, my lad. This is what it's all about, right? I'm inside now, but I'm going out in about 10 minutes. Pom Tut's on as well. Hello, mate. How's it going? Who else we got? Katie Evans. Haven't seen you. I saw you running past in the park the other week. Actually, I did wave, but you just completely ignored me. I think you were in the zone. That's a thing, isn't it? Anyway. It was funny that actually, we were doing something in the park last week, me and Andy were doing this conditioning workout, a snatch workout at the minute. You won't know what that means, half of you, but that's fine. We're doing that at the minute, and this guy wandered past and like, can I just ask you a quick question? And he was with his missus, and it was like, sorry, we're right in the middle of something. I don't like doing that, but it was like, we're really right in the middle of something here. And it was kind of like his missus, oh, they're in the zone. And it was like, there is that. No, we're in the middle of something. That's what it was. Anyway. Yes, today's is about... Hey, good man. I like it, Pop. There's always a bit of, yeah. That's a common joke round our way, considering how, like, the guys who come to me don't know that much, you know, they start out from scratch not knowing about training. That. So as soon as you say, yeah, we're going to do whatever... 100 snatches in 10 minutes or whatever, they're just like, wow. The more snatch, the better. Anyway, sorry Katie, if you're still on. Yeah, this is about, you know, like, there's a lot of guys when I come down the park, or a lot of guys who might read my emails or see these videos and that, and I keep saying, like, you know, work out what you want, then when you know that, you can go after it, right? Depending on if it's in relationships or family or in your training or at work or whatever. But the thing is, I was at an event that my coach ran a week ago on Saturday, and it was quite funny actually. Hey, good man. We'll love a bit of a bit of banter, a bit of humour. Yeah, we were sitting there. It was funny because I went to the same event in December 2015. The same event, and it was a mindset event, which I've been doing a lot of. You might know about because I go on about it a lot. But it was a mindset event, and when I went in 2015, I got loads out of it. Right, it changed my life basically. I've got to be very quick on this because I've got to be in the park in 10 minutes, but it completely changed my life. And I went to it again because when I went to it the first time, I didn't know what I wanted. I knew I wanted to do something different, but I didn't know what it was. So I went to it again. My coach threw another one, a version 2 of it, and it was different again. However, I went to it this time, and I've been working with him for the last 18 months. And I viewed it totally differently. It's like when you read a book or when you watch a film or whatever. You watch it and then you watch it again and then you watch it again a couple of years later and you get different things out of it all the time, right? So it was totally different, totally different. But what was funny was there was people there who were starting from their beginning, whatever that is, which might be totally different to mine. They might be so much further down the line than me, but they're starting something new. It's all different, right? Different perceptions of different situations. So I got loads out of it again. However, I was coming at it from a different point of view, right? And I've already worked out what I wanted. I still don't know exactly what it looks like, but I know what I want and I know why I'm doing it, right? That's the whole point. You want to work out why you're doing something, what you want to do, and then how you're going to do it. That's kind of like the order I'm working in. Yeah, because if you haven't got a why about why you're doing something, then what's the point? Anyway, I've realised as well on these bits, I point over there a lot as well, don't I? I don't know what's over there. That's my living room door. So there's nothing there. I'm just like, it's the Peter Kay thing, isn't it? Where's Egypt? Egypt. It's over there. It's over that way. Anyway, yeah. So at this event, I viewed it from a completely different perspective. Now there was this guy there who was struggling with what he wanted, right? So my coach Paul said, he was like, right then, what don't you want? And this guy didn't know that either, right? So then if you're in that position, it's like, right, what's going to happen? But having said that, if you don't know what if you don't know what you want, okay, if you think like, I want something different, I want to change something, but you don't know what it is, have a look at what you don't want. Just flip it around. What don't you want? And that's probably an easier question to answer, right? Because I've done that, right? I wanted to work I fell into this game. I fell into the fitness game, and then I realised that actually trying to set something up on my own messes with your head, right? If you've done it before, it does. Trust me. If you haven't, and you're thinking about it, it does. That's all you need to know. So you're going to have to get your mindset in check, right? There's a lot of this about, and it's very fashionable at the minute and all that. However, I think it's because more people are trying to do this sort of stuff. And I was speaking to a guy about that this morning, actually, but I'll be talking about that in the future, hopefully. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, if you find out what you don't actually want, it's sometimes easier to come to what you do want. So when I started doing all of this 3.5 years ago, I just wanted to help people train. Because I'd seen a lot of trainers around, and I thought, well, I could do better than that, because I'd kind of learned a lot myself. I went and found somebody to teach me, and then I carried on my education from then. And I'm carrying it on from there as well. It's just taken me on a path, right? I don't know where I'm going next with it. It's just taken me on a path, and then if something resonates with me, I'll go and do that, and I'll go to this workshop or whatever. I've done a lot of training ones, so now I'm going down the mindset route as well and looking at a lot of those because I'm really interested in it. And it fascinates me. Because the more people I talk to, the more I realise that everyone's mental as well. Pretty much. Everybody is. No matter. And what I've also realised is problems now are exacerbated for the fact that nobody's got that many problems. I was talking to somebody about this morning. I said, like, you just look around, you look at all the cars and houses, and I mean, I know I'm in Bath, right, and it's affluent around here, but you go anywhere, it's like nobody, there's very few people actually really struggling compared to what it was like years and years ago when people used to just deal with it. So the smaller problems become exacerbated, and we can't deal with it. Anyway, I'm digesting a bit. Digressing. I did that on purpose. Anyway, yeah. So with this, I ended up becoming a trainer in a gym, and I didn't like that. That wasn't my thing. It's just not my thing. I didn't like it. So I was like, right, I need to work out something else. But then I was like, well, where do I go? Do I need it? And then I realised I don't actually need to be in somewhere. I don't need a space. Good session this morning. And don't worry, there'll be a better one on Thursday. But yeah, nice in the sun. What we were talking about is going to be the subject of tomorrow's video, by the way, Ant. So yeah, that fired me up. That did actually. It means I know that there's similar people out there, which is always good to know. Anyway, I've gone off on one again. Yeah, I didn't know where this was going to go. I'm pointing over there again. I didn't know where this was going to go. But I knew I didn't want to be in this gym I was in. I was doing like a spin class in another gym and a kettlebell class in there as well. But it wasn't set up the way I wanted to do it, and I had no control over how to do it. So I was like, right, and spin's fine if you want to do it. It's not for me. I didn't enjoy it. I'd rather go outdoors. So, I stopped doing all that. I was like, I can do this, it's paying me a bit of money and all that, it's a bit of pocket change, but I just didn't like doing it. It was meaning I was having to get up early on weekends, which I didn't want to do, all of that sort of stuff. So I was like, right, this is what I worked out what I didn't want. So then I was like, what do I want? And I still didn't know. So I was like, right, I don't want to be in a gym. Russ, see you in about 10 minutes, my lad. I didn't want to be in a gym. I didn't want to be doing classes in a gym where anybody can just turn up. I wanted to train people who want to spend time training and not get massively obsessed by it, but enjoy it. Who wanted to get stronger, get fitter, who didn't want to smash themselves, weren't in the mindset of like more is better. They wanted to just get better. those are the people who I wanted to work with. So I was like, right, now I know what I want. Now I know why I want that. That was why I wanted it. I wanted to train with those people because it would help me as well, and it makes me better as a coach. And then it was like, well, right, so what do I do about that? So I set up Bath Kettlebell Society, right? And I was like, right, I set it up. It was me on my own for 4 months, 5 months, I think. It was just me in a park in the winter on my own. And then one guy turned up, Andy Passingham, who still comes along. That was in May 2015. He came along. And then from then it's grown and grown and grown, and it's continuing to grow. I had another new guy start this morning, another guy online over the weekend, another guy who I'm talking to who's not sure yet. It's building. So I worked out why I wanted to do it, what I wanted, and then how I was going to do it is how I have been doing it, and I've been working that out along the way. As long as I know why, how doesn't really matter. As long as I get there. But I started out with working out what I didn't want first. I was like, I don't want that. I don't want to be in a gym because I don't really enjoy it very much. I like being outside. Having said that, if I can grow this and find other trainers and stuff like that, and I don't know how it's going to go, but I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. At the minute, it's working well. So, it's been a bit of a journey. But that's the thing. It's got to be, because if you don't know what you want, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? How, if you want to, if you've got to a certain point, which is a couple of guys who got to a certain point, and they're like, some of them are working for like big corporate firms or whatever. And when you start out doing stuff, maybe that is what you do want. I don't know, but when I started out. After uni and stuff like that, I got a job, and then I went into something else and snowballed, and then all of a sudden I'm working for a big faceless corporation that I just, there was lots of pressure that, there's nothing wrong with pressure, but it was pressure that I didn't really get any benefit from. I just got more and more stressed, more and more out of shape, more and more tired, drank more, smoked more. It was, and ended up just repeating that ad infinitum. Wow, check that out. Yeah, so I just come that was for 12 years, 15 years. I did that. 15 years it was actually. That I did that for, and then I got to a point. I was like, hang on, there's got to be more to it than this. But then I got made redundant. Because I put myself in that position because I wasn't motivated anymore. So I felt that, if I was me, if I was the boss, I would have made me redundant. And then it was quite hard then to say, right, well, what do I want now? Because that defined me. So instead of working out what I did want, I went off and found out what I didn't want first. And so if you just flip it around, that's pretty much how to do it, really, I think. And if that doesn't help, you need to have a sit down and have a focus on what's happening. Just stop and create some space and have a think. Anyway, so just a little my 2 penneth worth. Right, what time is it? 11:43. I've got to do one now because I've got to go and see Russ, who is still on, I think. He'll be in the park. Turkish get-ups today, my lad, because it's nice and warm. We can get back on the grass again. Hey! Andy Passingham, see you there. Abbas, Andy Abercrombie, you'll be there. And Jez, my man Jez, he'll be there as well. Right, anyway, I've got to go. Now I'll switch it off first, shall I? Bye!